Greetings from the village, my dear gentle souls. The wind is blowing softly today. The chickens are gossiping like aunties in a hair salon, and I just hung my laundry with the confidence of someone who definitely didn't run away from a frog last night and abandoned her phone to the elements. Frogs. As beautiful and yummy as some people might consider them to be, to me, they are not a delicacy. Some of us are simply not called to the amphibian ministry. To us, they are not protein. They are panic attacks with legs. They are not a minor inconvenience. They are agents of chaos. They are tiny gymnasts of terror. They are the audacity in physical form. And somehow, they always know when I have something important to do. So the other evening, I was outside by the traditional hut, my little smoky kingdom, trying to light up a fire so I could start up the jiko for the night. It gets freezing here when the sun goes down, and a warm jiko is the difference between a cozy village evening and questioning your life choices under 3 layers of blankets. Now, as someone who's unfortunately on a first name basis with every frog within a 2 kilometers radius, I've developed a rule. Start the fire before the frogs start their night shift. Because the moment dusk hits, they clock in like they are working overtime. This particular evening, I was late. Still, I was trying to stay calm. I had my podcast on, just something light-hearted, and placed my phone on one of the fireplace stones. I was halfway into transferring a spade full of burning charcoal to the jiko when I turned around and saw it. A thing, a creature. Not just any creature, a frog. No, actually a skydiving demon in a yellowish coat. A huge, leaping, athletically confident frog, making its debut performance directly at my feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I levitated, I flew. I was standing on top of the bench before I even processed what had happened. A true Olympic high jump, uncoached and barefoot. trembling like a leaf with a Wi-Fi password. The burning coals scattered, my soul shaking, my nerves shattered. The frog, unbothered, still jumping, still thriving. And my phone, still serenading that frog with the podcast episode. And the audacity of those cheerful hosts to keep laughing and playing ads while my entire life was in emotional flames. This frog listened to the entire episode and the sponsored message. It probably knows my next meal plan and which skincare serum to try. I stood there frozen. The charcoal was a lost cause, but the phone, oh, the phone, my lifeline. I needed it, but I couldn't move. The frog had taken dominion over that heart and over my central nervous system. I even tried to gaslight myself into bravery. I whispered to myself, "What a blessing to be terrified. It means I'm alive. What an honor to own a phone worth fighting a frog for. How lucky I am to live among nature's wildest creatures." I even tried therapy mode cognitive reappraisal. This is a test of courage, a beautiful challenge, an invitation to grow. It didn't work. I remained glued to the bench like a shaken Victorian maiden in distress. Eventually, I managed to pick up some of the scattered charcoal, strategically avoiding the amphibious villain, and bolted into the house. The phone, I left it with the frog. They bonded and got to know each other. The frog probably opened my Spotify Wrapped as I sat inside the house, pacing like a detective in a crime thriller, waiting for my mom, my hero, the bravest woman in East Africa, to return and perform the sacred ritual of frog removal. She came, she conquered, she retrieved my phone, while I stood on a chair, of course. Bless my mom. She is the designated frog evictor. I climb onto chairs, tables, rooftops, while she handles the rest. Honestly, I'd nominate her for a national award. And no, I didn't get the visuals. I would have loved to show you the footage truly, but my phobia can't allow me. In the presence of a frog, I stop being a content creator and start being a statistic. Camera off, survival mode on. Full panic, no aesthetic. I love the night. I adore moon gazing. Stars speak to my soul. But this phobia of frogs, it has ruined my romance with the dark. The cognitive reappraisal isn't working anymore, guys. I've tried everything. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding, Prince. What if this is the universe teaching me resilience? It's just a little frog, sis. It can't even pay taxes. But you see, gaslighting yourself only works when the frog doesn't jump toward your face. And you might ask, how bad can it really be? Well, It really is. It's called Ranidaphobia, an intense, irrational fear of frogs. And as a therapist, I know what the textbook says. Gradual exposure helps. Try desensitization, confront the fear. But let me tell you, I have confronted them multiple times, and each time they've shown up with more confidence than the last. They jump in uninvited, they show up in my house when I'm soft and winding down for bed. They appear when I want to film content at dawn or moon gaze in peace. They have hijacked my peace of mind. I now question my entire village girl identity every time they hop out like they are hosting the Grammys in our compound. And those dams that were dug years back, thank you for the hydration, but no thanks for the frog infestation. Now, chameleons, much as I fear them as well, those I can tolerate. They stay far, they mind their business in trees and fences. They are mysterious and slow. But frogs? Frogs are the extroverts of the creepy crawlies, the neighborhood menace, the loud kids at a quiet dinner. They come with energy, with knees, with ambition. Guys, this is the hill I might spiritually die on. I can't go outside once it's dark. I miss the moon, I miss the stars, I miss the serenity. All thanks to these bouncing creatures of fear. I still remember the day I saw a chameleon just 3 steps away from me, and I froze like someone had pressed pause. All I could think was, cut the cameras. To those of you who eat frogs, please explain yourselves in the comments. I have questions. Anyway, if you know any remedies to keep frogs away, spiritual, herbal, or scientific, please send help. Drop them in the comments. I'm open to smoke, ash, garlic, spiritual warfare, anything legal and ethical. This village girl is tired. Until then, I shall continue watching the stars from behind a locked door. And if I ever see another frog jumping near me, I will respectfully cut the cameras. This has been the life of a grown woman who is still terrified of frogs. Thank you for witnessing my suffering. Please like, subscribe, and drop a frog emoji if you have made it this far. Until next time, sending you all my love, and please keep safe.